Everyone has their favorite fairy tale. For some, it might be Snow White. For others, it may be Sleeping Beauty. But mine is probably the most common of them all. Cinderella, with a teeny twist. The Legend of Rindercella by Archie Campbell. Hello, hello, hello! I'm Got the Moose, and I'm going to be telling you stories of bedtime, kitty. But before I do, you must turn your ears upside down. Well, come on, everyone's got to do it. All right, but if you don't understand, that's your fault. And so our story begins. Once upon a time in a corn country, there lived a beautiful girl named Rindercella. Now, Rindercella lived in a cold cottage in the woods with her muggly mother and 2 sad blisters. Also in this corn country, there lived a pransome hince, who lived in a castle on the hilltop. Now, this pransome hince was going to have a bouncy fall, and everyone in the corn country was invited, especially the pitch people. The herald announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, a royal proclamation. Know ye that a fancy fall will be given this evening at the royal rallies to celebrate the birthday of our most mobile and celebed bun, the pransome hince." But alas, Rindercella couldn't go to the bouncy fall because she had nothing to wear but these rotty old dogs. So on the night of the bouncy fall, Rindercella's muggly mother and 2 sad blisters got all dressed up and headed to the bouncy fall. And Rindercella had to stay home and to flog them all, dash the wishes, and other touring basques. But all Rindercella did was went in the flitter of them all, crying and sighing and sighing and crying. But who should appear but her Gary Maudfather? And her Gary Maudfather said, "Rindercella, what you doing sitting in the flitter of the wall, quabbing and sighing and quabbing?" And Rindercella said, "Oh, but I can't go to the bouncy fall because I have nothing to wear but these rotty old dogs." "Nip it. You go give me a pumpkin and I'll turn it into a poach. You go give me some high rice and I'll turn your rotty old dogs into a beautiful gown. And if you're good, I'll even get you some poobies and rolls to wear." So Rindercella got to go to the bouncy fall. But just as she was driving off, her Gary Maudfather called out, "Oh, Rindercella, baby, be sure you're home in midnight, because if you're not home in midnight, your pouch will turn back into a pumpkin, your heights will turn back into hicks, your hickles will turn back into heightses, stiddlefix, you're gonna have a mess." So Rindercella arrived at the bouncy fall, and she met the pransome hince, and they had a few dances, such as, "Hello, my bunny, hello, my haybeat, hello, my tagline, ragtime gal." Either way. And it wasn't long into the evening before they lulled in love. But just as things were getting good, the clock midnight, and away Rindercella ran. She ran down the hall, and down the stairs, and before she beached the bottom, she slopped her dripper. So the next day, the pransome hince went all over the corn country, looking for a beautiful girl who had slopped her dripper. He arrived at Rindercella's house. The herald announced, "Year he, year he. It is hereby commanded by the coil ring that every 80 in attendance of the bouncy fall shall shave their hands to try on this last glipper, to determine who is worthy of wearing the pransome hince." He tried it on the muggly other, and it fitted it. He tried it on the 2 sad blisters, and it fitted it. But he tried it on Rindercella, and it fitted her. So they were married and lived happily ever after. Oh, and the story of this story is, if you're a beautiful girl, or even if you're not, if you ever go to a bouncy fall and meet a pransome hints, don't forget to slop your dripper.